Guys, if you can fast for a few hours, you can fast for 24 hours, a full day. And you can take these hacks, watch the video again if you need to, and you're going to be able to accomplish your weight loss goals. Not only that, you're going to be able to reduce your risk of many metabolic diseases, cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes. You're going to lower your risk of diseases like cancer, and you're going to drop inflammation all over your body. And not to mention that, you're going to feel absolutely amazing because of the hormones that get released while you're fasting and because of the toxins that it's clearing out of your body. My name's Brad, and I've spent a ton of time studying about fasting, the science behind fasting, and then putting this stuff into practice so that I can learn more about how the body reacts and what actually gets results. I recently finished a 3-day fast, a full 72 hours, and you can find a video to that up here if you want to watch that. It's here on this channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the basics of fasting. When you finish this video, you are going to be able to complete a 24-hour fast and see that it's possible. You can string those together over time. You can do shorter versions of that. You can absolutely lose the weight that you want to lose. I'm going to tell you exactly what I do to prepare before I start a fast. I'm going to give you the exact steps that I take during my fast in order to stay on track and talk about the mindset that I use that keeps me in the right place. And I'm going to teach you about refeeding, where you reintroduce food after the fast and why it's important to eat certain foods when you do that to give you the maximum benefits. And at the end of this video, guys, I'm going to show you where you can get the link and download this free fasting survival guide that I made just for you guys. It's 16 pages of pure gold, and it answers more questions about fasting. It's really the boiled down version of exactly how to get started fasting. The same stuff I'm going to be talking to you about here, I've put in this book and made it a free download. And I'll show you how to get that at the end for free. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to talk about is preparing for your fast, okay? And number one, we need to build some momentum. So sometime today, eat less carbs. Make a conscious choice to eat less carbs than you did yesterday. It's really that simple. Leave a French fry on your plate. Don't open a bag of chips. Don't go back for a second piece of cake. Wherever you are, just make a conscious choice to eat some amount less of carbohydrates than you did yesterday. And this is going to build momentum. And over the course of 3 days, I want you to get more hardcore with this choice, all right? Leave out more carbohydrates because your body, this one choice alone is going to force your body to start switching into fat burning mode. It's going to turn on the systems that start tapping into the fat stores and using those fat stores for energy. That way, when you begin your fast, it doesn't have to do it all at one time. It's going to wake up your fat burning system. This is going to greatly reduce cravings once you start your 24-hour fast. Second thing I want you to do is hit the grocery store to pick up some calorie-free drinks. Having this on hand is going to make it a lot easier when you start fasting. Let's try to get things like some coffee and some flavored teas that don't have calories in them, and also some broth. Pick up some either chicken, beef, or vegetable broth. It doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. The third thing you're going to do is choose a date to begin your fast that is not have an event already on your schedule. You want to do it on a day that you're at home, that you don't have a lot of obligations, so that you can just clear your mind and focus. And as you learn to fast more and more, as you do these, you're going to be more confident. You'll be able to do them wherever you want in different situations. But for the first one, just clear your schedule and do it at home without distraction. Number 4, write out a to-do list of a bunch of things that you can get done around your house while you're doing this fast. One thing is, if you're not in the kitchen making food, eating food, and cleaning up food, you're going to find that you are so much more productive and you have a ton of time. So you need to make a to-do list for your 24-hour fast, things that need doing. If you need to cut the grass, mop the floor, if there's a book that you're reading, if you're going to clean the baseboards or work on your truck or whatever it is, just make a huge list, and that way you can roll one thing to the next when you're fasting, and it'll keep your mind off food. It helps prevent the boredom and keep you focused. Guys, that leads us right into mindset. And let's be honest, mindset when fasting is one of the key points of the battle, especially when you're beginning fasting. Having a few mantras to say to yourself when things are kind of getting tough has been a huge asset to me, and one of the ones I use the most is yes, but later. You're in the middle of a fast and you all of a sudden remember you have that chocolate cake in the refrigerator, and I'm telling you, it is going to seem way better than it normally does. And it's at this point you can just cancel that out by saying, yes, I will have that, but later, all right? Yes, but later. You're just pushing it into the future. That way it's not like you're having to say no, and it makes it much easier to stick to your guns. Another one is be an island unto yourself. Life is always going to have distractions from your goals and other people that are in your circle that are influencing you. And being an island unto yourself, to me, means not letting other people and the things they have going on influence me. At some point, we have to lock it in and we have to do what's best for us. So be an island unto yourself. All right, number 6, now that you're ready to do this, it's time to commit. And I want you to literally get a pen and paper and write this down. I am going to do a 24-hour fast on Thursday or Friday or whatever day it is you're going to do it. And the second step of this is to tell somebody about it. So you're writing it down to be accountable to yourself. You're making the commitment. And then you're going to tell somebody, tell a friend, tell a family member, and this is going to make you even more accountable. And this step is critical. And I will say all violators of this tip must be mercilessly whipped until you have told a friend. So do not skip this step. It is very important to be accountable. Number 7, the last meal you're going to have before your fast is 6 p.m. And here's what I want you to eat. Chicken, beef, fish, tofu. Choose a protein that fits within your dietary restrictions and eat a full serving of it, okay? We're not measuring this out. A really easy win on this is just grabbing a rotisserie chicken at your local grocery store and eating some of that chicken for this last meal. You can also include healthy fats like avocado, maybe some spinach just sauteed with butter and salt. You can eat nuts, olives, pickles, pecans, walnuts, have a salad with just oil and vinegar. What I'm really trying to steer you away from on this meal that you're eating as you begin your fast is simple carbs and processed foods. Because the more simple carbs and processed foods you're going to have in this last meal, the more you're going to spike your insulin, and the harder your cravings are going to be when you start to get hungry that next time. So if you can really just eat proteins and healthy fats during this meal and very low carbs, it's going to greatly help your cravings. You're going to sail through this 24-hour fast much easier. After supper, I want you to drink a glass of water and go for a walk, and that's it. No more snacking, and stay clear of the kitchen. You have officially begun your 24-hour fast. Next, I'm going to take you through the exact steps that I use during the daytime on this fast in order to stay on track. Before I do, please consider a like and subscribe to the channel if the video is helpful. I'm constantly putting out fasting content and content to just improve your health and fitness. So during your fast, once you eat at 6 p.m. and then you go to bed, let's say you wake up at 6 a.m., it's already been 12 hours since your last meal. You are already halfway done with this giant goal that you have set for yourself. When you wake up, I want you to immediately go and drink a couple glasses of water, and make sure in that water to include a couple pinches of salt. If you have some electrolyte mix on hand, you're welcome to use that. Just make sure your electrolyte mix is one that has extremely low calories. You don't want to have a mix that has sugars in it at all. It's gonna mess your fast up, and it's gonna give you some terrible cravings. If you normally have coffee in the morning, go ahead and have your coffee at whatever time you're used to, but just drink your coffee black. Don't put any weird creamers or sugar or anything in there. It's going to spike your insulin. One way you can make it is you can make bulletproof coffee where you put a little butter and heavy cream and MCT oil in there. I'll link a video right here. I made a full video about that, and that can help you out also with some modified fasting. So at this point in my morning, I'm going to get busy with a project, but I have a time gate in my head. And at this time gate, I have set up that I'm going to treat myself with something special. And that is going to be either a tea or a carbonated water, like a LaCroix, a carbonated flavored water. And I set these gates up, like maybe at 10 o'clock in the morning, I know I'm going to come back, I'm going to drink some electrolytes, I'm going to put ice in them, it's going to be nice, I'm really going to enjoy that. And then at 12 o'clock, I'm going to come back and I'm going to have a LaCroix. And I make an event of that, right? It's kind of like tricking the brain into thinking that we're doing that thing that we normally do, where we come to the kitchen, we have this ritual of eating. And I found that by setting these time gates and coming and having like a special drink and making it feel like I'm actually having a meal that I normally do. But listen, don't linger around in the kitchen during these times. Just have your drink and then get up and move on with your day. Don't let yourself start daydreaming and looking around for what you have in the kitchen. Once this is done, you're going to need to get yourself busy. So now you can pull out that to-do list and you can choose something on there. We've talked about that. You can even do reading or watching a show you want to watch or going for a walk. Just get busy doing something and taking your mind off of eating. It's really helpful while you're fasting to know how your hunger hormone ghrelin works. Anytime that you see food or smell food or allow yourself to dream of food or pass through the kitchen and look into the pantry just to see what you have in there, maybe as you approach a normal meal time, your body is going to release some ghrelin into the bloodstream, and that is going to make you feel hungry. The good news is you have some tools that can handle this. One of those is water. Simply drinking a couple glasses of water will stretch the stomach a little bit, and this has an effect on feeling full, like chemically actually has an effect and will make you feel a little less hunger. Additionally, movement. Go out and go for a walk. Pull out your to-do list. If you're the kind of person that likes to exercise, it's a great time to go for a run, go bicycling, and this ghrelin hormone does not get worse and worse. It enters your body and then is metabolized back out of your body over the course of the next 30 minutes to an hour. So if you drink water and get busy moving and get your mind occupied, usually within a half hour, I'm feeling totally fine again. Just remove yourself from that environment. It is like a superpower if you just use water and movement. Now, that being said, there is going to come a time when the cravings are going to be overwhelming, all right? I usually get to this spot at about 24 hours into a fast when the cravings are just a little crazy. There's a few ways you can handle this. Having some broth, the broth that we talked about getting at the store, if you just warm it up and have 1 cup of broth. Yes, this can break a traditional strict fast, but it is not going to stop you from losing weight, okay? Broth has very little impact on your insulin, and so your body is going to stay in fat burning mode. Also, you can have some electrolytes, you can go back and have some bulletproof coffee, but my secret weapon that I like to call embrace the suck, where I go into a quiet room and I just take deep breaths and I just embrace the suck. It will pass. I'm taking deep breaths, I am absolutely okay, and it will pass. And sometimes it will be that way, but you can pull through. And with this combination of tools, I have completed boatloads of short and long fasts. I lost 16 pounds in just a couple months, and I'm telling you, this stuff absolutely works. It will work for you, and it gets easier as you go forward. Let's talk about refeeding. When you get to 6 p.m. that next day, you are going to have accomplished your first 24-hour fast, and it's going to be time to eat again. One of the best things you can do is to heat up a cup of that broth that you got before, drink that broth, and then just wait 30 minutes, and that will wake up your digestive system again, and then have a small meal, but don't make it a really processed, trashy, potato chip kind of meal. Have some kind of protein. One of the best things that I like to have when I'm breaking a fast is a plate of scrambled eggs and some refried beans and an avocado. And that gives you some protein and some healthy fats and some complex carbs, because one of the coolest things that the body is going to do when you do a longer fast like this, not only are you going to tap into autophagy, which is the body's natural cleaning mechanism, you're going to lower your inflammation, and the body is also going to release some amount of stem cells when the fast ends. The best way you can support those stem cells is to give them some actual good nutrient-dense food, and that way as they go out through the body when your fast ends, it just enhances the healing effect that you're going to have. Guys, you're already fasting. And if you're already fasting, you can fast for 24 hours. And if you can do this 24-hour fast, you are going to be able to do whatever you want with your weight. You're going to be able to bring your weight down. You're going to be able to reduce your risk for many metabolic diseases and also diseases like cancer. You're going to reduce your inflammation, and you're just going to feel so much better, all right? Go back and watch this video again if you need to. This stuff works, and it will absolutely work for you. Before I go, I wanted to let you know I'm going to link this survival guide, which is a lot of the same information plus more, in the description of the video, so you can go there and you can download this book for free and you can read through this and get even more out of it. And I want to say thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing to the channel and supporting the channel, because I'm going to give you more tips like these on fasting and taking back your health. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you soon.